Here we are. We are live. Jimmy, you got me?
I got you. I don't know if the audio's good or not. We have absolutely no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, no idea. Jimmy, can you see if anyone's even in here?
No, I see a big old goose egg up top.
Big old goose egg. All right, well, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it fresh. Welcome to Happens to What? First ever live episode. Jimmy, it's good to have you on board.
It's good to be here, Joe. It's good to be, looking face to face right now instead of just over the microphone, leaning over to each other.
This is refreshing for both of us. Stop checking the number, Jimmy. I see you checking the number.
I keep going up.
Focus in.
Yeah.
Jimmy, why don't you give a little update on the viewers and the listeners and the watchers and the hearers as to what you are doing right now? Where are you at? What happened in your life?
So right now I'm in Atlanta, and I'm only here because life sent me here, and we weren't expecting to be in Atlanta. We were. I mean, we were expecting to move. What am I saying? It wasn't like an unexpected move.
You knew you were moving.
Yeah, but it did alter the podcast, and it made us have to think of a remote option, and here we are.
I mean, I think that's been this entire year, right? It's taken everything we knew and flipped it upside down, and you have to be flexible. You have to be nimble. I can tell you just moved in based on your background there.
Yes, I'm in my personal home office. Pretty nice. I got some
very nice, and
it's big enough that my arm reaches out and I'm not touching the other wall, but it's getting close.
Is that you taking shots at me?
Oh no, I'm actually not. That's beautiful tapestry behind you though.
Thank you. This was a purchase of my wife. And I was against it at first, but now I've grown fond. Get it? Because the deer.
You can't see the deer in this. There you go. Actually, I see it.
What do you mean? Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, so I think it's a beautiful background, and it's really, again, I think a symbol of what this year has been, taking something that at first you're like, oh, I don't love, and then you never love it. You don't ever love what happened this year. So, but you learn to live with it, and you learn to accept some beauty you can find in it.
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful piece of tapestry.
Yeah. Thank you.
I need some artwork behind me. The wall's looking a little blank.
We'll get you there. Some Frida Kahlo, maybe some Dali. I have a Dali hookup.
Okay.
Yeah. Been to the museum. I've been to the museum, so I can get second round of tickets for half off.
Okay.
So we got that going. Okay. Well, I mean, I think we can just kind of keep going. Folks, just so you know, this entire show is improvised. No lines, no script. I'm sure you're like, whoa, how are you guys doing this? It's been so smooth up to this point, and it's all improvised. So I think we should just shoot with the beer, the beer of the week.
Oh, I think I know what to do now. That was pretty cool. Really, that effect there cost us $10,000.
$10,000, but we want to thank that payment to Abita Brewing, Purple Haze. So Jimmy's camera color's a little off.
Makes it a different flavor. This one's green and purple. Joe, yours is blue
and purple. Crack
it open.
Abita Purple Haze.
Take a sip. Raspberry.
Yeah. No.
Honestly,
finish. It's not terrible. It's refreshing.
It finishes nice.
It finishes really nice. Off the top though.
Yeah, it's probably the first beer we've had since we started the podcast that I'm really not a fan of.
Actually, second sip wasn't as bad. Give the second sip a try. This is.
I better start. I got 5 more.
This is in honor of Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras actually ended on Fat Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday. But Universal Studios Orlando is still celebrating Mardi Gras all month long, heading into the end of March. So check out universalstudiosorlando.com for more detail.
They need our business.
Yep. So yeah, I think it's a good celebration.
How many king cakes would you rate this one?
I hate king cake, so that is king cake.
Isn't just. I feel like you like king cake. It's just cinnamon and icing and cake.
No, I don't think that's all it is.
And you occasionally chew into a baby.
Yeah, I think there's more going on with king cake, to be honest.
No, that's it. It's like a
Nope.
cinnamon cake with icing.
Look that up.
Mackenzie's a big fan. I could call her into here right now. I'll look it up. I'm on my computer. I can do it right now.
Look it up. So I'll give this, not knowing what king cake exactly is, I'll give this 3 slices king cake out of 5.
Cinnamon, chocolate, and cream cheese.
There you go. I told you there was something different in it.
I don't know. Maybe the Publix brand one I had did not have the cream cheese, though.
Well, you like red velvet icing. That's got cream cheese.
Yeah, that's true. What was your rating?
3 slices out of a 5-slice cake.
Those are massive slices.
Or it's a small cake.
I'm gonna give it 2. I'm not a raspberry guy.
5.
Never have been. 2 out
I
of 5.
can't taste the raspberry. I can't.
Right in the beginning, it kind of gives you a nice little wave, and then it walks out the door.
Okay.
Enjoy the nutty finish. I do like the nutty finish.
To be honest, I can't taste anything.
Abita Blaze. Abita Purple Haze.
Purple Haze. Abita. Okay. All right. Now I'm feeling a little
buzzed.
Well, loosey-goosey here. So why don't we go ahead and get on that burns my biscuits, James.
I have another really expensive animation.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Man, we are legit. We are looking good, feeling good. All right, Jimmy, I ask you on this day, what burns your biscuits, my friend?
I'm glad to take this week. We've had a little bit to think over some because it's been a while since our last recording. So the term that burns my biscuit is adulting. It is a term that is widely used, I would say, in probably our generation more than other generations.
I think I'm actually the last of the millennials, so we're in different generations.
I'm Gen Z, I think. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, both of our generations. Something about the term people just use it freely for just the simplest of things of life. And it'll just be a simple task and they'll act like they're just this grown-up adult. And they'll use the term #adulting. And I don't like it. I'm not a big fan. I pulled up some examples for us to show. So I'm going to share my screen.
Let me go ahead and grab your screen here.
This was a good one. This was a really good one. This person said, and I blacked out the name to protect the person because that's about that. And I'll send the name out in the description.
Yes.
But this person, they got 11 likes. I mean, that's a pretty solid tweet. I might get a lot of tweets that get 0 likes. Then that's hurt. You delete them later. But this one, they said, I looked at a house today. #adulting. I looked at a house as well.
I've looked at houses my whole life. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah. So that's Okay.
I could see why that only got 11 likes. It's just a ridiculous tweet.
Mm-hmm. Well, 11. I mean, like I said, 11 likes is actually pretty important. This one was a little out there. Just drove past a porta potty. It didn't stop to make a video of me threatening to stuff someone inside it. #adulting. Now, reading this again, I think it is a bit of a joke, but he got 1,600 likes because of it. And then
people are, he's being noticed here.
I mean, and then this first response for it gets a retweet and 6 likes. Good for you. When O'Toole offered Trudeau a porta potty, he was inviting him into Aaron's own home. I've heard that Trudeau has politely declined the invitation, leaving Aaron hoisted on his own petard. I don't even know what that means. But it somehow got the best
of another country.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got one more.
I wish I was friends with them growing up, stuffing people in porta potties. That's like something I see in movies, but
that's when he knew he
didn't know that was a thing. Cool.
He knew he was an adult when he no longer wanted to store someone in a porta potty. Let's see. Oh, this was a good one. Kind of pertains to now. Listen to my first podcast today.
Okay. Well, the first part of adulting is learning proper grammar. So,
Given they're from, is this Norway or is that Norway, Michigan? So maybe maybe they know more languages than we do. But I know
3 likes. 3 likes.
Yeah, That's still not
I'm
that
not the
bad.
light police, but
Started listening to my first podcast a day adult thing. I never considered that adult activity. That's a pretty simple everyday life activity if you listen to the show.
right.
Yeah.
We have children that listen all the time.
We're actually a children's podcast.
Yes.
So that's it. I mean, that's what I got. It bothers me. I think it is an overused term. You know, people would just say, going to grab my Starbucks cup of coffee, adulting, right?
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I hear you there. I hear you. Yeah. Pretty much any mundane task that anybody does, it's followed with adulting. Am I right, everybody? No,
Yeah.
you're wrong. That's just life. You're just living life. You can do that as a child. You can do that as an adult. You can do that as a grandmother. It's life.
Yeah.
And when do you stop saying adulting? At what age? I feel like it's only people that are maybe 21 to 27.
Yeah. And then
When you're in your 40s, you can't say adulting. Am I right? Because people are like, yeah, you should have been doing that for the last 20 years.
yeah.
Bob.
But no, I think, a big prediction by me, I think they're going to carry it heavily into their 40s.
I think so. People like that don't change.
Once you're eligible for AARP, then I think that's when they'll draw the line. It's like, now you're senior citizening. That'll be the next thing. I'm elderly-ing.
Eldering.
Yeah, eldering. I'm going to get a vasectomy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, and that's what happens when the show's improvised. Sometimes we make a comment like that and we wish we didn't.
Yeah.
And we bring it back.
Yeah. And here's pretty cool. I didn't know I could do this. Olivia, thanks, Olivia. She says, Ryan and I do what burns my biscuit all the time. It's our favorite from the podcast. That's what we do it for,
This is why we are in this business. We don't do it for the money. Even though the money's good, the money is really good. I just bought this hat with it and the shirt. I'm going with the surfer vibe today. Actually, I got Billabong.
I like that.
Yeah. But so Olivia, we'd love to hear what you and Ryan talk about, what burns your biscuits, and maybe it could be on the show. It could be on the show. Not you, we are very, we don't know if we're doing guests yet. Maybe you could be. I don't know. I'm just rambling now, but I'd love to hear what burns your biscuits. Yeah. And you've been an avid listener from day one. We know that, and we appreciate that. So we're going to be sending some swag your way, and get excited for that. Okay?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Jimmy, what's next on this old docket of ours?
So I think we're going to get – let's see what's next. A little new segment.
Olivia's already posting what burns her biscuits. So we'll save that. But when hers is when orange juice says, quote unquote, some pulp.
I'm going to get into that though right now before we get into this, because I completely agree. And
right.
What
does some pulp mean? Is there a ratio? How do I know how much pulp is going to be in my actual orange juice? I have no idea.
Because sometimes some pulp is a whole, I'm chewing my orange juice, and I don't like any pulp.
And that should just be pulp, period. But are people going in with their nasty hands, selecting the pulp out of the juice, and then now it's some pulp? Are they using science-grown oranges?
Yeah. Are you a pulp guy?
Disgusting. I love pulp.
Oh.
I wish you could take what's in orange juice, but in a hard form, and just knock that back. I would pay good money for whoever can take an orange juice and make it into a solidified, maybe a cylinder. Or actually, you probably have to peel it, and then it would be good.
I'm a no pulp guy. I don't want there to be any solids within my drink.
I feel like having pulp in it makes it okay, this is legit what I'm drinking.
But then why not just keep all the pulp in it?
Well, I think that's what Olivia's saying. That would be pulp.
Oh, here's our next comment. Either take it or leave it. There's
right. I'm on board.
Problem solved.
Yeah. And trust me, we have lots of comments coming in. We're just selecting Olivia's.
Just selecting.
So good stuff. Okay. So
we did a very poor job of advertising this show, and
yeah,
I think
we'll get better.
Yeah,
we'll get better.
All right. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to our next segment. Happens to what in the world? We ran out of money. I didn't have a cool effect, like our other stuff. So this one's just gonna have to do.
Yep. What do we got? What's happens to what in the world?
Oh yeah, I should probably do that. Happens to what in the world? And honestly, there's honestly no joking about this. This is a
Yeah.
pretty
This
deep
is where the show gets a little somber. Oof. Tiger Eldrick, Tiger Woods. That picture was taken at the 2019 Masters tournament where Tiger Woods won his 15th major. Times were good. And on Tuesday morning at 7:12 a.m. Pacific time, Tiger Woods was involved in a single car accident where his car, Jimmy, I don't know why you're laughing.
Yeah, I was impressed with how professional this is.
And I'm not reading this. This is just seared in. I can look anywhere. It's seared into my brain. He was involved in a single car accident. Car traveled almost 500 feet from the initial collision, you could say. And Tiger suffered major leg injuries, primarily in his right leg. Right ankle shattered, tibia through the skin. Tough. You know, when it originally happened, we did not. I was like, is he going to survive? I mean, that was it was insane. And then you started coming the reports that he was alert at the scene. He was in surgery now for his legs, and he's had major surgery already, and it's only going to continue. He has more surgeries planned. So really tough day for the golf world. Sam Miller asks, does he play professionally again? I say no, Sam. I'm an optimist. Jimmy and I were the ones that said way back when people said he'd never win another major, we said, we did not ask how will he, we asked when will he. So I ask you, Sam, not will he ever play professionally again, but when will he play professionally again?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, what I wanted to do for this, because what this segment is what's happening in the world, how's it affecting us? So we know it's sad, right? But I want to ask you, what's your favorite Tiger Woods memory? Was it whether it was watching him in person? Like, give me one snippet memory you have. I'm putting you on the spot. I know, improv.
No, I got my favorite moment. It was, for some reason, I wasn't at this day of the Bay Hill tournament, and I was watching as Tiger was roaring. I think he is about to take the lead.
It was roaring, baby.
Yeah, and I was watching on TV. I forget the person who was coming up against him. Let's just say it was Matt Kuchar, but I don't think it was. This person pulls a long putt. You see the crowd; they're going nuts in the back. I look in the way background. I pause the TV. Oh. It's Joe. It's Victory Sunday Red.
McDowell. It was Graham McDowell.
Everyone's hands are way up, and Joe's in the back, arms crossed. I had the picture for a while. I don't know where it is, but that's my favorite Tiger moment. I would say you took on the intensity of Tiger.
Thank you. Yeah, there was the year 2013, I probably saw Tiger in person close to 6 different tournaments. And it got to the point where
you met his mom?
At the final tournament, he said, I said, Tiger. I was holding up like a Tiger towel. And he looks me and my buddies dead in the eye and goes, all right, guys.
Yeah, that was surprising. I was there.
Were you there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my bad. I called you my buddy. Was it just you? Was it just you? No, Luke was definitely, I mean, yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, he just looked us dead in the eye and said, all right, guys. And part of me died. Part of my soul kind of got crushed, but then the other part went to places it's never been, where it's like he just acknowledged that I'm a human being. So I've definitely put him on an unhealthy status and pedestal in my life, but that's okay. And so that's why during my story, my Takeover Tuesday, I stopped abruptly short.
Yeah.
But for those that are wondering whether or not, like, what I had for dinner, was it Alex Guarnacelli's whatever I was going to make from her, roasted chicken perhaps with some fingerling potatoes and maybe some Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts, tossed in like an olive oil, salt, maybe a little vinegar. I don't know. Or was I going to have BurgerFi? They're running a great deal for their birthday, $10, burger, soda, fries, or a beer, if that's what you're into. I personally don't drink.
Is it their birthday you're saying, or is it your birthday?
No, their birthday. BurgerFi's birthday.
Gotcha. You're okay.
So the answer is I had jarred marinara sauce over some leftover spaghetti I had. So it was a sad dinner for a sad day.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening in the world. My idol.
But we couldn't ignore that because it did it did pretty much take down otherwise great Takeover Tuesday.
Yep. Thank you.
Keep Tiger and his family in your prayers, and we are moving on to our next segment, improv game. This one I'm pretty nervous about. Okay,
yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I used to pace in the background behind a show that actually had live people I could see, and there's not a ton of you out there right now, and so but I'm still really nervous because there's no takebacks on this.
No. Yeah, and that's life. There's no takebacks on life.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most beautiful thing about improv is it really resembles the game of life.
Yeah. So what game do we want to play?
Well, we talked about an ABC game.
Yeah.
Should we go Shakespeare or not Shakespeare? I think that's the biggest question here.
This beer's growing on me. I don't mean to interrupt.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
It is growing on me. I'm gonna say Shakespeare. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna write that down. ABC. I'm gonna make a cool another graphic.
Do you have Shakespeare music to play in the back?
No. Should I have?
Probably.
Is that how you spell Shakespeare? I feel like that's not it. It looks like too many E's.
I think that's right. No, I think that's right.
That's bad. Like, let me just Google it while you come up with a suggestion for us.
Okay. Oh, well, I can't. How am I supposed to grab my own suggestion? We didn't think this through. Someone in the comments put a suggestion. If anybody is out there.
This was a risky one to do because there could literally be no comments on this one.
Come on, guys. Come through for me. Give me a comment. Give me something. Some sort of suggestion.
Let's do pulp. Let's just do that. It's out there.
Okay, that's fair.
And so ABC Shakespeare is a game where we will every letter of our it's been a while since I've explained an improv game. Every sentence we say, then okay. You try. You want to try it?
No, I am absolute worst at
all right, nursery story. So we'll go with Olivia's nursery story. So every sentence we say is going to start with the next letter of the alphabet. So if I said apples are a wonderful fruit, Joe would say
because they have antioxidants.
And I would say, can't you live without antioxidants? So A, B, C, and we'll go all the way through the alphabet. Hopefully, if this doesn't end an utter disaster.
I feel like I'm going to puke.
Yes, the nursery story is our suggestion. And we will start in 3, 2, 1.
Erometheus, my birthing child is crying from the womb. Please soothe it for me.
Bosom is what it definitely needs.
Couldn't the bosom wait for later and the songs of soothing start now, my good sir?
Dare you make your child suffer any longer? It needs the bosom now.
Every second that my child sits in this womb is another second that I am in agony and in pain, my good sir.
Fair enough. Bring this baby to my bosom right now.
Good deal. I must first give birth to this baby as it is still in the womb.
Heavens, how could I look over such an important detail?
I do not know, but now I am in such a predicament. Do I give birth to the baby and allow you to soothe it, or do you soothe it from the womb?
Just lay back, give birth, and then I will bring it to my bosom.
Kill me now, gods of thunder. The pain that I am about to endure is nothing short of the days our land was set free.
Lord, do not listen to her. She does not know what she speaks of.
Many thanks to all the gods.
Nay.
Oh!
Pope everywhere.
Oh. Hit the mic. I hit the mic. Keep it going. Quick! The baby is dying.
Right here. Right in your midwife's bosom.
Saved it you have, save it you will. Thank you, my good sir.
Tell your friends I will be there for them as well.
Understand your words, I do. I will tell my friends the bravery you showed here, and I will tell my friends the own bravery I showed as well, my good sir.
Very well. And I mean, and that, we'll call it that.
Well, okay. I mean, I was just trying to figure out where I was in the alphabet.
The alphabet. I mean, I liked where the scene ended. All right, that was a lot of pressure, and I'm sweating a little bit. Olivia goes, "These always end in death," and it almost did. Olivia lived, and I
killed a baby.
No, yeah, that would be bad. But
I think when I hit the mic, and that's kind of like
being in Shakespeare time when you hit the mic. I mean, this stuff's hard.
Threw me out. It threw me out.
We're doing this stuff online.
Yeah.
All right.
And we haven't done improv in so long. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, no, I like that. And the thing is, this is live and it's on the internet forever. So
yeah, I mean, there's really no taking it. There's no taking that out of people's memories.
Yeah. I mean, if we called for the audience on their score, that's what they used to do back in the day. I would expect a 3, a 4, and a maybe. There's always that one person that really something that kicked them, and they give them.
So yeah, there's always a scene that it could be a just complete dud, and there's that guy in the corner of the audience like, "Oh my, you have no idea that speaks to me. Here's a 5," and then you're like, "Whoa, what's going on in your life, buddy?"
Yeah, exactly. They're like, "Oh, I hate my child too," and then we're like, "That's not what that was about."
Yeah. So yeah, I think that scene out of 1 out of 5, I think that would have gotten a 3.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take a 3. I used to be happy with 3s. My biggest fear was that a lucid 2 would come out and you're just like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah. Jimmy, any improv in Atlanta that you're looking at?
It's all online. And after this experience, I think I need a few more episodes before I get in on that. Yeah. So it's tough with no audience in general.
Brutal.
Yeah. It was tough with.
I'll be honest with you here, Jimmy. I've been looking at myself this entire show. Where have you been looking?
I've been looking at you, but normally, I mean, if I'm on a normal work call, I'm looking at myself the entire time. Because sometimes you feel good about yourself.
Well, I think it's my new ring light I got that I'm just kind of like, whoa, like this lighting. I mean, I'm liking it.
A good light will do wonders.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're almost to 30 minutes. Like, I think that's a great first show. I think we showed the people. What'd you say?
I'm starting to glisten, getting the normal sweats of one of our.
Oh gosh, I end every improv show soaked in sweat and honestly some stomach issues.
I'm flushed over here. Look,
you are. Ooh, so am I. Look at my neck.
Yeah, there's something about it, man. It stresses me out.
Feels good to be back, baby. Though.
Fun. I had a good time.
It's fun. We're gonna keep doing this, rain or shine.
Whether people show up or not, I had a great time.
I thank you for everyone that did show up, everyone that commented.
Thank you.
Really means everything to us. So, Jimmy, where can they follow us as we wrap things up here?
They'll see it on my expensive exit title, but you can follow us on Instagram @happens2what, Facebook, which are probably on our Facebook if you watch us, or YouTube, and then just anywhere you get your podcast, look us up. I think I'm going to post this on the podcast. I don't really know how, but it's going to happen.
I have my own LinkedIn. If you have any benefit administration needs, any of you HR teams out there, free plug there. That's my side gig. This is our real gig. So yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Cue that expensive exit that we paid for. And Jimmy, let's go. I'll meet you on the other side. Cheers.
Oh wait, you're on the other side?
Oh.